why is Des Plaines tearing down so many buildings?
I mean, there's always tear downs going on in almost every community.
Right, but
however,
it's been excessive in Des Plaines.
However, recently there's been a lot of tear downs, which usually indicates positive progress. And in this case, it does. Sometimes it can mean that there's a lot of eyesores and they're getting rid of them. However, in these cases, it's improvements to the community and a lot of building, a lot of money.
City with a vision moving forward.
And cities make a lot of money on the tear downs too, because then you got permits and everything else for what's being built and what have you, and you got to get a permit to tear something down. So it's usually good for the community when that's happening.
So let's talk about what is coming down and what we have heard is going in its place.
Long anticipated, the old post office, the Journal and Topics former headquarters got
Journal
recently
and Topics newspaper headquarters
group,
yep.
and on Graceland recently got torn down to make way for more apartments like the ones that are built on the other side of Graceland,
like the Welkin and the Ellington and some of those that are just south of the tracks.
Yep. So that's been a year and a half, 2 years in the waiting, but it finally happened. So that building, beautiful old building, is now gone.
And that whole Des Plaines area downtown is very commuter friendly. The Metro comes straight through there within many times only a few blocks to be able to get to an apartment, to the train station. So
and buses go north, south, east, west there as well.
Absolutely. The next one that had everybody all excited for a while in July, excited in the what just happened.
Say maybe a tizzy. Some people were in a tizzy.
Yes, probably more of a tizzy. Forget about the excitement. Was in one day. It had been closed for over a year already when Arby's mysteriously closed. And then in July, Arby's whole building was mysteriously gone. Not say mysteriously, but one day gone. The rumor has it that it is a 7 Brew coffee going in. So that area just south of Algonquin on Lee, ironically all on the east side of Lee, I think it's starting to be referred to as Coffee Row. We've got Starbucks, we've got 7 Brew coming in, we've got Big B Coffee coming in, and if you do swing up a little bit more, on Graceland, there's New Milan Coffee up there too. So we're getting really good at coffee
and let
houses.
alone you can buy coffee at Wendy's. You can also buy coffee at Burger King over there. So
yes, if you can't find coffee on Lee Street, I think you're lost.
There we go. And then we're getting a new fire station in town. Can't remember the numbers there. I think it's 62. We'll go with that. But the fire station at Oakton, east of Lee Manheim, just before the tracks there, the fire station, but also the 3 homes that were adjacent to it to the east have all been torn down, and now they are building the brand new fire station. Yours truly, we were the first
real estate agents to list a home that was on the land just east of the fireplace, the fire station, and the city bought that house. I think they actually used it for a controlled burn for training, and then they knocked it down.
Yep.
So
plant of grass, and then they bought the next 2 eventually over the next few years. Now a new fire station is going in, long needed from what I understand for the firefighters who worked there that we knew. So good money well spent, and we'll have a brand new firehouse right near kind of where we live.
Yes, classics that a lot of people have known about for a long time. Giuseppe's restaurant that used to be at, what do we want to call it? At the
Lee and Graceland, the split
between Lee and Graceland, that triangle piece of land. That building actually used to kind of be a triangle shape that had a pizza restaurant plus banquet halls and everything in it. Giuseppe's had moved out of there years ago and have a carry-out facility on Algonquin just west of Wolf, but their former building is now gone. So that was also torn down. I think it might have been June, July that building came down. I drove past recently, and it has all been grass, hay,
It's been seeded.
and is being watered actively. What we've heard is that is just going to, for now, stay as a green space.
Interesting when you hit that corner,
It's
Nick's
a
La
very-
Cantina,
yes.
then Giuseppe's, and
And a
then
few
now
other
it's,
things since
now
then,
it's
too.
supposedly just going to be grass. So, and then, well, kind of the other end of town, the straight down Algonquin, the heading west, the UOP buildings. Now, depending on the math, it's either 2/3 or 3/4 of those buildings are gone. It is real eye-opening the first time I drove by. I mean, we saw the construction
Eye-opening
happening.
and a little bit disorienting if you come past there.
Used to seeing those buildings for 30 plus years, and all of a sudden, they're gone. They're leveled. They were cleaned out. And those are going to be warehouses as we understand it. The UOP still has a section that would be on the northeast corner there by the tracks in Algonquin. They're still headquartered there and what have you, and still lots of people working there. But the other 2/3, 3/4 is all gone and going to be warehouses.
Yes, the only thing that's left in some that is new there already is the solar panel farm that is on the east end
And
of
that's UOP land.
Yeah, UOP land. Then one of the other pieces, before we get to our favorite, when we're talking about industrial properties, there were some large warehouses that during the winter of 2026 came down at Howard and Wolf. And then the one on the north side of Howard went up first as a new industrial building, huge industrial building. And then on the south side of Howard, they're currently finishing that new industrial building up as well. So if you're heading between Wolf and Mount Prospect Road, along Howard, you're going to see those brand new buildings as well.
Lots of construction. Then,
Now for our favorite.
It's not necessarily industrial. It's not, sort of
No,
commercial
but it's
space.
fun.
It's educational
Long-awaited.
space.
Long-awaited.
Maine West football field is finally getting turf. It all got ripped up this summer, and
It was gone by June.
Yeah.
Absolutely gone by June.
During
right
West
after schools
Fest.
got up.
West Fest, it was pretty much just dirt, and they're working on it currently. Hopefully it'll be ready because their first game is at home. And what's going to be special about that?
It is blue. It is going to be blue
The
turf.
Maine West, I believe it's Columbia blue.
Okay.
So
So
not necessarily the Smurf turf like out in Boise State,
right.
but a little bit lighter.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting to see.
We can't wait to see it. Congratulations to Maine West on their new field. Good luck with the season. And of course, to all of these businesses, it's a great improvement to Des Plaines. More reasons to be proud to live in Des Plaines. We are Joe and Jean Morella with the Spouses Selling Houses team at Keller Williams. We've been residents of Des Plaines for almost 36 years now.
Over 36 years now.
Yes. So proud residents of Des Plaines. That's why we continue to still live here, raise our families here. So if you are considering a move, we would love to chat with you and see if we can help you make your next move.
Thanks.